Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a doubleheader. It's a post-fight of the last UFC card and a pre-fight for the upcoming UFC card this Saturday, and a little Bellator pre-fight. Throwing some Bellator in there, why not? Make this quick rundown of the post-fight of the last UFC card. So to kick off the main card on the last UFC card, we had a welterweight clash with Matt Brown and Diego Lima. And Matt Brown won KO punch round 2. Got that one wrong in my pre-fight. And then in the middleweight division, we had Bruno Silva versus Wellington Turman, and that was KO punches round 1. Got that one right. Then we had a featherweight clash with Sung Hoo Choi, I hope I didn't butcher that name, against Julian Erosa. It was TKO punches round 1. Another good, fun fight. So I was going 1 and 2 going into the next fight. Then we had a bantamweight clash with Marlon Vera and Davey Grant, and it was unanimous decision win for Marlon Vera. Got that one right. I went back to 2-2. Then we had a heavyweight clash in the co-main, Sergey Spivak versus Alexei Oleinik, and Sergey won decision unanimous, which I didn't think would go to a decision, but nonetheless Sergey won fair and square, and I went 3-2 on there. Then we had the featherweight main event clash with Chang Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, versus Dan Ige. I thought Dan Ige was going to get this one done. First main event win in the UFC. Unfortunately for him, I was wrong, and this was a lackluster fight in the sense where you knew where the fight was going after a round and a half. You knew that Chang Sung Jung was most likely just going to continue dominating, and Dan Ige, for where he was at this point in time, did not have an answer. But look back at this fight with his coaches, I'm sure he'll learn from this loss and become bigger and better. Not to take anything away from Chang Sung Jung, he did a great game plan. Was it the most exciting fight? No. Was it a good, clean win for Chang Sung Jung? Yes. Does it put him back in title contention? Yes. He's where he needs to be, and he could be fighting for a title any day now. I mean, realistically, depending on injuries and layoffs and whoever else, he could be waiting for the winner of Ortega versus Volkanovski, or find himself in a number one contender fight and then fight for the belt, something in that mix. But anyways, good win. Then we get into the this Saturday's card. Main event is Cyril Gane versus Gane versus Alexander Volkov. Main event, heavyweight clash. To kick off the main card in the lightweight division, we have Renato Moicano versus Jai Herbert. I'm going to go Jai Herbert here by decision. Then welterweight clash, Tim Means versus Nicholas Dalby. I'm going to go with Dalby here by decision. Then featherweight clash with Andre Teixeira versus Daniel Pineda. I'm going to go with Andre Fili here by decision. Then I'm in the bantamweight division. We have Honi Barsolas, hopefully I didn't butcher that name, versus Timur Valiev. I'm going to go with Barsolas here by decision. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Tanner Boser versus Ovince St. Preux. I'm going to go with Boser here by, third round knockout. Then in the main event in the heavyweight division, we have Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. I'm going to go with Volkov here by second round knockout. So I think most of the fights here go by decision, but hopefully I'm wrong, because as you all know, I hate decisions. I want to see a clean finish by submission or knockout, but there's my predictions. And this is pretty good card. Tim Means was going to fight on this one, and his opponent had to pull out due to knee injury, so we'll have to wait on that fight. I was looking forward to that fight as a fan. And then with Bellator 261 interim heavyweight title for the Tim Johnson versus Moldavsky, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Timothy Johnson on this one. I think his experience is going to play a factor here, and I think that yeah, it's Valentin's a great fighter. I think this fight's going to be a close fight, and this is a heavyweight title match where I think it will actually go to the judges' scorecards, and I think Johnson will get the nod. I think he'll squeak out 3 out of the 5 rounds, but this is a very competitive fight, could go either way, and I'm only giving Timothy Johnson a 55% chance of winning this fight. Anyhow, there you have it. There's my predictions for upcoming UFC fights and Bellator. And stay tuned for my post-fight of this stuff and then some. Until then, see ya.